Hatchling Run is the newest game mode in Squad Busters, and it's also the first PvE mode in the game. However, is this game mode actually good, and is it worth playing? Now in this video I'll be doing a full review of the game mode, talking about some positives, some negatives, and some stuff that could be improved in the game mode itself. But before we talk about changes, let's actually talk about the actual game mode itself. Now basically, you and two other players are on the same team, and you have to protect a chicken hutch from 6 waves of robots and monsters. Of course, each wave gets progressively harder, and in between these waves, you can go out and collect chickens and bring them back to the coop for coins, which you can use to spend on chests. At the end of each game, the total number of chickens you collect as a team will be given to you as a new hatchling currency, which you can spend in the hatchling shop. In the new shop, you can buy 3 different veggie-themed skins, chests, gems, and chest multipliers, and I think adding the shop was definitely a really good idea, because it definitely gives players an incentive to actually try out the new mode. Now, as a first impression, when trying out the mode at first, I thought it was actually really cool. We've never had a PvE mode in Squad Busters before, and you can play with other people, which just makes it more fun. I first played this with some friends IRL in a diner, and I think that definitely made it more fun. It was sort of like a co-op kind of work together to defend against waves of robots, which I found, it was just super cool. Now, I think using the chickens as a currency is also kind of cool, since it's like something we haven't really seen before, and the actual concept of it is kind of fun. I mean, who doesn't love, going out and catching chickens and bring them back to a hutch? For the first PvE mode, I think this game mode was actually pretty successful. I mean, there was a lot of it that was really good, it was really cool, but I think there are some things that I think could be improved on, and I'm not necessarily saying the game mode is bad. But, you know, as I said, it's a solid game mode, but I think a lot of people will agree with me when I say it's a bit too difficult to beat sometimes. Like, when I'm playing with friends, yeah, it's not actually that bad, and, we can beat the game, but when I'm playing with randoms, well, things aren't that great. And obviously, I'm not saying kick the randoms out, that would be lovely, but I mean, the devs can't do anything about that, which, I mean, I think there are changes they could make that might make, gameplay more fun and easier. And speaking of fun, I think something that would be really cool are modifiers. Now, modifiers are, the things that like change up the game mode and just add a bit of spice to it. Now, I'm not saying add modifiers into every game, but like maybe there can be like a 10% chance for a modifier to be added, and this could make games easier, but at the same time, it could make each game stand out from the rest. Like, for example, imagine like having like a one coin chest modifier, like you could build up your squad army so quickly. At the moment, I think each game is pretty much the same, since you're just going out defend against robots and kaijus, while you're just collecting chickens in between, and doing that over and over again over the course of a week can get a bit monotonous by like the last few days. But at the same time, we want those rewards, so why not add modifiers to make it more fun? Or maybe like after you beat it once normally, there are like modifiers in it just to make it cooler. But I think another fix could maybe be lowering the cost of chests, or maybe increasing the resources we can actually get from dropping off the chickens at the hutch. At the moment, it seems like we don't actually have enough units to like take out the bosses as quickly, especially if you're trying to carry on your own. But I think maybe even keys would help too to get those free units for the squad. That's just some of my ideas. I think adding a gem reward is also probably something I'd like to see. It's really hard to progress on the gem pass at the moment because we don't actually get any gems from playing Hatchling Run, yet I still want to play it to get the chests in the shop. And now I think an easy fix would definitely just be adding gems as a reward for like depending on each wave you beat. So if you somehow lose at wave 1, you get like 10 gems, since I don't even know how you lose at wave 1. But if you lose at like wave 5, maybe you get like 100 gems or 200 gems. Or maybe you get gems for like every chicken you collect yourself. You can progress on the gem pass playing the new mode, and you don't have to just go back to like the normal showdown and other modes, because you want to get the gem pass, but at the same time you want to try out the new mode. Now, those are just some, I guess, small ideas, but there is a one big idea which could potentially make the game mode really interesting, and maybe even fix the problem with randoms being bad, because I think everyone would love to have good randoms. For those of you who don't play Brawl Stars in PvE modes, such as Robo Rumble, after winning a game or beating a round, the difficulty will increase the next game you play. So for example, if you don't For example, if you beat easy mode, the next game will be on hard mode. Then it gets increasingly difficult the more and more games you win, and it gets to like insane 16, insane 17. And as you get higher up, your teammates and randoms tend to be a lot better. Since at easy, maybe like you get like noobs, but maybe it'll be easy enough to carry. Whereas at insane 16, there'll be other players who are on the same level as you, who are probably good at the game as well, unless they somehow got to insane 16 but are a bad random. And I think it would ultimately just make the game mode a lot more fun for skilled players, since you actually get players that are decent at the game and can actually help you actually beat the round. Also, maybe adding it as a stat on your profile would be cool. Like I beat insane 16, and then you can kind of flex on it when people open your profile. So like maybe like a hatchling run, like highest difficulty beat kind of thing, and then it would be like insane 16, and that'd be kind of cool. Those are just some of my ideas for like how to improve Hatchling Run. Overall, it's a really good game mode, and I think they can build on it a bit. Maybe change things up a bit. Maybe some of the ideas in this video will be implemented, but comment below if you have your own ideas. And as always, this is Coscons blasting off, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.